Welcome to What Can I Sing? This is a demonstration video for the Singers app. It will show you all of the current features and how to use them. At the time of this recording, we are in the middle of a significant upgrade where we will be adding quite a few new features. As those features are released, we will make supplementary videos that show you each of these new features. So the first thing we need to do is we need to open the app for Singers. Now I've got the Users app and the Host app on my phone right here, and we want the Users one. It's the one with the old school microphone as the icon. When we open the app, it will open the login screen. You'll see we've got a few options to sign in. Now for this example, we're actually going to create a new account. So we'll use the new user option down the bottom, and this just happens to be an email type login. So the app is going to ask us to create an account. So I'll add an email address and a password. Now my screen recording will protect my password, but I am actually entering one right now. And then once I've done that, I will actually verify that password, and then I'll hit the sign up button. So here is where we add our personal info. The first thing I'll do is to add a photo from my gallery. So I tap to choose that and add that there. Then you just add your first and last name, and for this example I'm actually going to use some demo details. Then you just add your cell or mobile phone number. Now it should geolocate your country code, but you can change that if it's wrong or if you've actually got your location turned off. Now once we hit create profile, the app will send us a text verification code to the phone number we just entered. So we simply enter that code and verify. Now once you've logged in, it will take you to the home screen with the interactive map. The first thing that we're going to actually look at is actually the menu. So you'll notice in the top left there are three small little lines there. That's actually the menu button. So just tap on it and the menu will open. You'll see several options, and we'll go through each of these later on. First thing we're actually going to do is to tap on My Profile. This is going to show you your personal profile details. It will show you what type of account platforms you've actually got connected. You'll notice that Apple and Facebook are the other two options, and we'll look at those in just a moment. Up in the top right, you'll see a little pad and pencil icon. This is the edit button. So if we tap on that, it will open up to where your name and phone number details are, and these can all be edited right here. My phone number is actually blurred just for privacy reasons, but once we're done on this page, we can just hit the back button up in the top left to exit, or we can update the profile to save any details that we've edited. Next, we're going to look at adding a sign in with Apple ID to this account. So the phone that I'm using is an Apple, so I already have an Apple ID attached to this phone. Android users can still use the Apple login. They will just need to do a full Apple login rather than just the one through the Apple phones. Now my ID is blurred again just for privacy reasons. But once I use my fingerprint ID, you can see that I'm now actually connected with Apple. So I'm going to show you something a little bit different with Facebook. First, I'm going to hit the menu button and down the bottom, log out. Now I'm going to try and sign in with Facebook, even though I don't have a Facebook account linked. I'll hit the login button for Facebook. And because we don't have a Facebook account, it's going to actually ask me to create a new account. So I'll fill these in just like before. I'll do just a quick skip forward. So there we have all of the details, and we'll tap on Create Profile. You'll see that it tells me that there's already an account using this same mobile number, and would I like to link them? So I'm going to choose Yes. When I do that, it's going to send me another SMS to verify this number, and so I'll just verify that right now, and now you can see we're back in. So we'll go to the menu and back into My Profile, and now you'll see that we've actually got all three methods linked. Now I could log out of this account, and log back in with any of these three methods, and it will still access exactly the same account. If you don't want one of these methods to be connected, you simply hit the disconnect button. I'll do it on Apple, and now you can see we're actually disconnected from Apple. So let's go and look at logging into a venue now. We'll go Menu and Home/Current Songbook. Now I've deliberately located me near a test venue of ours. Any active venues will appear as a pin on the map. There are two ways we can log in from here. The first thing we can do is actually use the drop down boxes to find the venue. We can pick our country, then the state, then the suburb or town, and there we can actually find the venue. Now if we clicked on submit right now, it would take us straight to the songbook for this venue. And also, just if any of your local details do not appear in any of the drop downs, it simply just means that there isn't an active venue in that location right now. As soon as a host adds their venue, the drop down boxes will be updated to include the extra info. So back to logging in. The other way we can actually log in is by using the pin on the map. If we tap on the pin, we get a pop-up that gives us two options. Now if we tapped on the directions button, it would actually open up our default mapping system and auto-populate the location of the venue. It would obviously give us GPS directions on how to get there. The other button is going to log us into the venue or the songbook for the venue. So we'll tap on that. And now you can see that we are actually logged in and we can see the songbook for this venue. You'll be able to see some menus across the bottom. By default, we're actually in artist order, but we tap on songs and it'll actually change it into song title order. Favorites, we'll show you that very shortly, and then new additions. This is where you can see the last 100 songs that the host has actually added to their songbook, and we can actually scroll through these. So we'll have a look at that favorites now. So I'm just going to put the songbook back into song title order and then just tap on a song. We've got a few options here, but we're just going to look at the one right down the very bottom, add to favorites. Tapping this button will add the song to your favorites, so we'll do that right now. Once we've done this, you'll see that the button has actually changed. Obviously, tapping it again will remove the song from your favorites list. So if we hit the back button up in the top left hand corner and then choose that favorites menu across the bottom, you can now see that that song has actually been added to our favorites list. Let's add a couple more. We'll go into song title order and just randomly pick a couple of songs and add them to our favorites. When we go back into the favorites list, you can actually see the three songs that we actually added. So let's remove one of them. So if we tap on the song and then hit remove from favorites, and now you see it's actually gone. So let's look at making an actual request now. And now it doesn't matter where you find the song, but let's look at something from, say, artist order. We tap on a song and we see that same song detail screen. As we look down the screen, the first thing you'll see is that our name has auto-populated into the singer's name. Now this doesn't mean that it can't be changed. Let's say you wanted to do a duet with Bob. All we need to do is just to add Bob's name. And if we hit submit, we would send this request to the host with yourself and Bob as the singers. We can also change this completely. If we wanted to put in a request for Bob, we just delete all of the details and just add Bob. The next thing to look at is the key change. If we want to go up a key, we just hit the +1 button. And to go down a key, we just hit the -1 button. And we just keep tapping those buttons until we've reached the key that we actually want. We can go as far as + or -5. Now that we're ready, we just hit submit. And we get a notification to say that the request has been sent to the host. Let's submit another one. I'll pick it from my favorites list and submit. So we've got 2 requests in now. Next we'll have a look at another menu item. So we'll go to the menu, and this time I'm going to tap on My Requests. When that opens, you can see those 2 requests that we have submitted, along with a status of requested. We'll have a look at the withdraw button shortly, but if we go back into our menu and tap on the history, this will open up a full record of everything that we've ever requested in this venue. We can tap on any of these requests and it will take us straight to the song detail screen, where we can either re-request the song or we can add it or remove it from our favorites list. So I want to go back to the songbook, so I'll hit the back button and then use the menu to go to current songbook. So once the host has received my 2 requests, they can choose to either accept it or decline it. So on another device right now, I'm going to actually accept one of those requests. And when I do that, you'll see that the singer actually gets a notification so they know what's happening. So if I go back into my requests, you'll see that one of my songs has been accepted. Now, what happens if the host declines my request? Well, let's say that someone else has already requested my song and the host doesn't want to have the same song done twice in a night. They can decline my request and leave me a message so that I know what's actually happening. So I'll do that now on my other device. And so if I refresh my request list, you'll now see that I've got 1 accepted and 1 declined. The next thing we will look at is withdrawing a request. Let's say you change your mind and want to sing something different. Quite simple. So just go in and request your new song. So we'll do that, and then go back to My Requests and then tap on the withdraw button for the song that you don't want to do anymore. It will ask you to confirm, so we'll do that. And now that you can see that your request has actually gone, the host has also been sent a notification to say that that song has actually been withdrawn, so they'll know about it as well. This feature is also great if you decide that it's getting late and it's time to go home. You just withdraw anything left in your list and it will actually clear it out for the host. Also worth noting is that the My Request list is a current or active list. This means that once you've had your turn, the host is likely to remove your song from their list. That will automatically remove it from your My Requests list too. It will stay in your history though. You'll notice that your withdraw song also appears in your history. We'll go back to the menu now and look at your notifications. This is obviously a list of all the notifications you've actually received. The next feature we'll look at is our new song request. So we'll open the menu and you'll see 3/4 of the way down, there's the new song request. This is for when you look through the host's songbook and you realise that they don't have a song that you would actually like to sing. You can send them a message to ask the host if they can actually get this song for you. So we'll put in a sample request to demonstrate and hit submit. So if we go back into My Requests, you'll see that there's now a new song request that's actually been added to our list. On my other device, I'm actually going to respond to that new request right now. So you'll see that we also get a notification, and if we refresh the My Request list, we can see the response from the host. We can also see that these details have actually been added to our notifications. The next feature we're going to look at is our fuzzy search. Now the first thing to do is open the current songbook. So up the top you'll notice a search bar. Let's do a search for Michael Jackson. When we're done, you can see all of the search results that have Michael Jackson included. Now even though we are in the artist order of the songbook, you can still search for a song title also. So let's type in hello. And you can see that we get any results that actually contain hello. We can see artist names containing hello, right through to things like The Doors had a song called Hello, I Love You. So Lionel Richie and Adele also have songs called Hello. So let's go into song title order and type Michael Jackson again. And it will show us every single song that has Michael Jackson attached to it, whether it be in the title or the artist. Now I'm going to show you how the fuzzy part works. Let's use an example of Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. We don't even need to type the full word. I'm just going to type UPT, a space, and then BRU. And there you can see it's already found the song. I'm going to go one step further with this search and do a search for The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson. But I'm going to chop bits out of each word. So here we go. Let's go SON out of Jackson, then AKE out of make, then CHA out of Michael, and then EEL out of feel. And as you can see, the app has already found our song. So just as long as your letters are in the right order and you put spaces in the right spot, Fuzzy Search will actually find it. As you might have guessed already, you can even do a search with title and artist simultaneously. Let's do a search for the song Low by Flow Rider. And there we go, we've already found it. Obviously from our search, we can tap on the results and either request it or add it to our favourites. Now for one of our most favourite features. Let's say you're in the bathroom or you're outside in the smoking area when it's your turn. You'd hate to miss out just because you didn't hear your name called out. Well, how can we stop you missing out? Well, the first thing we need to do is to have your earlier request accepted by the host, which I'll do right now. And there you can see that that song has actually been accepted. Now let's imagine that there's another singer up on stage right now and it's my turn next. So the host can actually send me a notification or a warning that I need to be ready to go next. And there's that notification right now. This will be added to your notifications and also to your My Requests. This way you can never miss out on your turn ever again. We are still updating and improving the app as mentioned before. We have plenty of other features that we're still going to be adding. So what we're going to do is to create supplementary videos as we add the new features. Thank you very much for watching. Please contact us if you need any help. Bye for now.